All right, today I am down about 420-ish dollars. Here's P&L. Not amazing. I am happy with my bias and my draw, but I was not happy with my patience. I had a really hard time with my patience today. So getting into today, looking on the 1 hour, what do we got? We got data highs still intact, and we have a 1 hour BPR, balanced price range, one of the most powerful, or not most powerful, but strongest PD arrays for price to respect. And by the time the morning came around, we had come down and tapped into it and respected it and started moving higher. So coming into the morning, I was very bullish. 4 hour, we tapped into this 4 hour for value gap down here in discount, strong wick, tapped into the BPR and continued to move up. And coming into open, we had some news, or about 8:30 open, we had some news, big candle, and then coming into 9:30, price is moving up and it is continuing to move up. And I really want these data highs to get taken. This is my target, and I feel very strongly that we will take them. So price comes, and I'm looking at this 30-minute breaker right here because price looks like it is in a rush. If we look at a 1 minute, very minimal retracements. It has just continued to go up and up and up and up. So upon open, I wanted to take a long right off of this breaker, and my stop would have been a close under here and targeting this high. So price does come and tap me in, and then it starts moving away. So coming down to a lower time frame. Oh, did I get in? Let's just take a look here, because I believe I did get in a little prematurely. All right, let's see. There was the tap. I know this was the tap back down. Okay, so I had actually gotten into it in pre-market, and price continued to move up, and I was really, really expecting it to take out those data highs, as that was a really nice draw. And price came up and got very close to it. We were about, what is that? Almost 20, no, not 20, but like 15 points away from taking that high. And I did get stopped. I skilled one there and then got stopped at break even and was kind of done with that. And then this is where I started to make mistakes in my psychology and in my patience because price had gotten very close and I had not made a lot on there that I'd wanted to. So I was trying to look for new longs to this high, and I was decently okay. Not so much with this one, but we had swept liquidity. But the thing I was forgetting was, hey, we didn't take those highs, but we did shift structure and we are respecting a bearish breaker, and we look on like on a 4 minute singular for value gap, respect it, continue to break down. And I was just trying to go long. I don't even know if my executions will show up here. No, but this is where I was disappointed. I was trying to buy and buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell in here, trying to get a long to work out. And here actually was where I did want to take a long. We come up, we have a shift in structure. We're starting to close over an intermediate term swing high. And I really wanted to see this hold for this to go higher. So I was okay taking this trade, and I did take a loss here. But then moving forward, this trade is the trade I should have waited for. I was very, very impatient. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. But I was very impatient all throughout this area and was not waiting. for a setup. I wasn't waiting for anything, and price came down. We come down once more, stop hunt, and then we start to build up. And once I see this order block get put in and tap it, I buy one contract in there, and then we have a 2 minute fair value gap here. And when this 2 minute gets inversed, I buy some more there, and then it continues to move up, 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 and up. And I take one, I don't know, I think I took two partials, but I did take one partial at this high, and then as we consolidated, I took one or two more and then got stopped at around break even on the other one. But this was, I believed that this was a buy model. I still felt very strongly that we would continue. We have relative equal highs here, and I felt very strongly that we would continue higher to this data high as it had not been taken, but we had gotten close. And I mean, look, boom, 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 tap. We tap into 15-minute fair value gap. We are still respecting this breaker. Bodies are not closing below. The 30-minute we are respecting too. We're tapping into a fair value gap. So this is setting up and looking really good to go higher. Data highs above, relative equal highs above, and price comes up. We get our entry, and it just doesn't pan out. I wouldn't say the bias was bearish today either, because I mean, look how the rest of the day panned out. We just kind of screwed around in the same area. But at the end of the day, I'm not very surprised. I mean, looking in hindsight, just in the fact that if we take a look at the daily, look at how this week has been bullish, 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 doji bullish. We dug down in here, so I mean, even a 4 hour would be, nope, okay, maybe a 2 hour. Yeah, 2 hour would be better to look at. So from the beginning of the week, we are just bullish, 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 bullish. And then on Thursday, we get a retracement into that 4 hour fair value gap. Oh, this 4 hour fair value gap, and we respect it, and we continue to move higher. So we were bullish, had our 1 day retracement. So I'm not very surprised that today was consolidated, or just consolidating. In hindsight, I was expecting today to be a little better, but hindsight, it makes sense. We have such a big move this entire week. Man, what do we take here? Let's take this low. From Monday to Thursday, we ran 677 points. That's pretty good for the week. Yeah, so today just not feeling super great about my patience, but I felt good about my executions and my bias, and I was also happy to see that I was not the only one who was very bullish. There were several other people, um, Justin Werlin and Ryan of Dodgy's Dungeon were also very bullish today too, and were surprised when these data highs did not get hit. So I don't feel too bad about my bias, but I do feel bad about my executions, and I was trying to execute within a place where it didn't make sense. And if I would have just waited until we tapped into that 15 and 30-minute fair value gap, there would have been a clear run up here. We're shifting structure, building 1 minute fair value gap holds, and then we go up to the higher end. There would have been partials in here, but yeah, a little bit of an odd day, but I'm glad I can talk about it and talk about my mistakes. And I mean, we are setting up some nice highs going into next week. If, let's see, let's clean this. Price does decide to move higher next week. We are setting up a lot of nice little liquidity pools in order for price to do that run higher. But otherwise, that's all I got for you guys today. Have a good weekend.